Boulder Station is another locals casino that we wanted to share with you. It's one of the largest on the east side of the metro area, and it's got a pretty interesting claim to fame. The Railhead concert venue has won several awards from the Academy of Country Music. Most notably, it's won the Best Casino Venue in the United States for country music 3 years running. And there's no wonder, because everybody who is anybody in country music has played here. And folks, there just isn't a bad seat in the house. Boulder Station has a really interesting railroad theme, which extends to the amazing stained glass walls that are all over the property. But we didn't come here to see a country music concert, and we really didn't even come here to buy socks. We were already on this side of town, and we thought we would come visit a property that we'd never visited before and see if we might be able to find a little bit of early dinner. And I think we found what we were looking for. We just happened to find ourselves in Palace Station right at the Broilers Happy Hour. So we figured that a couple of nice drinks, a table full of appetizers, and we could proclaim that dinner and go on about our business. So the next time you find yourself on the east side of Las Vegas, and even if you don't have Dwight Yoakam tickets, stop by Boulder Station. One of our favorite things to do in these videos is to surprise people, to show them things about our little spot in the desert that they might not expect. Many people are surprised by the amount of aquatic activity available here in the middle of the Mojave. Well, Lake Mead has over 247 square miles of surface area and offers fishing, boating, and skiing. But if you're only in town for a brief time, well, you can always take a cruise on the Desert Princess. Every day at noon, the Desert Princess takes adventurers all the way to Hoover Dam, the engineering marvel that created this very lake. And obviously, the Princess is not the only boat on this lake. Lake Mead Marina hosts hundreds of privately owned boats and boats available for rent, for fishing, for skiing, and for overnight excursions. Lake Mead is a very deep and extremely high volume lake. You could build a 35-story building on its bottom, and you would still have to dive down 50 feet to reach the roof. Lake Mead can hold the entire output of the mighty Colorado River for 2 years. And we've reached our destination, Hoover Dam, the engineering marvel that created Lake Mead. It's hard to imagine that 100 years ago, Hoover Dam wasn't here, and neither was this lake. A 100 years ago, we would all be floating in midair, about 200 feet in the air higher than the Statue of Liberty's torch. Lake Mead and the Desert Princess are only about 45 minutes away from Las Vegas. You should really make this a part of your next trip. Whiskey Pete's is all the way down I-15, almost to the California state line. Its signature restaurant is the International House of Pancakes, and you can infer from that anything that you want. This place was named after a Prohibition-era moonshiner who was actually buried on the property, and it was inadvertently dug up during a remodeling. And as creepy as that sounds, it's probably not as creepy as the reason that we're actually here. American gangsters Bonnie and Clyde were killed on May 23, 1934. After a multi-year robbery and murder spree, the police had lost all interest in having a conversation and put over 130 bullet holes in their car. Well, the point of this story is that the owner of Whiskey Pete's got a hold of this car and proudly displays it on the casino floor, 130 bullet holes in all. And they've even got the shirt that Clyde Barrow was wearing at the time those 130 bullets were fired into his car. And I even stuck $5 into the Bonnie and Clyde slot machine. I don't know why I thought that was going to be lucky. So if you're driving to Vegas from California, you might want to stop by and see the Bonnie and Clyde car just for historical reasons. But then you'll probably want to get back on the road to Vegas. Unless you're in the mood for pancakes.